Hi everyone, I am Tabor Cope, and this is the second video in a series of videos about budgeting our personal finances. The first video I did was on what is a budget, and if you haven't seen that video first, I recommend you seeing that video first, and you can get there by clicking here. Additionally, if you go to my website taborcope.com, which you can get to by clicking here, you'll see on my budgeting page all the videos that I have out about this, and it lays it all out in a nice clean format. Now in this video, the question that I would like to answer is, why budget? Why should we keep a budget? Why do we even care? There's a lot of great reasons on why you should keep a budget, but I feel like a lot of them kind of boil down to maybe one big thing, and that would be to avoid debt. So let's get that up here. What is debt? Well, debt in simple terms is meaning that you owe someone something. Speaking about financial debt, then usually when you get a loan or you get money from somebody, you agree to pay back that amount of money over a certain time frame plus interest. So because you don't have that money the day that you're going to purchase that item, then in the long run, when you finally pay off that loan, it's going to cost you more than the original loan amount because you've had to pay interest on that item. If you can afford to save up for that item beforehand, then you'll end up paying less money for it in the long run. Now, there are some things in life that it would be beneficial to go into debt for, but a lot of that is few and far between. We live in a culture and society that they tell us that we need to have everything right now and to not wait. Some things that might be good to go into debt for would be buying a house, or buying a car, or maybe going and getting education. But we're told in society a lot of times that we have to have the next biggest thing, the next biggest TV, or the next electronic gadget or whatnot. And those things might be what we would call unnecessary debt. Although it'd be nice to have a bigger TV, you don't really need a bigger TV today. It's probably one of those things that if you plan where you're going to spend your money before you actually spend it, you could save up that money until you have the full amount to go out and buy for it. The big issue with having a lot of debt is that you're committing your future earnings to something, and you don't know what's going to happen in the future. A classic example of this is maybe with credit card debt. You maybe don't have the money up front to buy that bigger TV, for example, but you really want to go get it, so you go and buy it. Well, then a couple months down the road, your car breaks down. Well, you need your car to get to and from work, but you don't have the money to repair it because maybe you spent that money on buying a bigger TV. So you put the car repairs on a credit card, trying to pay for it later, and eventually you start paying interest on that credit card. So it's really dangerous to have too much debt because you're committing your future earnings to something down the road when you might want that future money to go to something more important to you later on. So you got to be really careful about getting into unnecessary debt. And if you don't plan where to keep your money and you don't plan for those things, then you can get into a lot of unnecessary debt. The other thing about debt is that it never goes away. It doesn't ever take a vacation, it doesn't take a sick day, it doesn't take the weekends off. Debt is always there. As time marches on, you're always owing more and more money. So having a budget is really key to avoiding unnecessary debt. Another secondary thing that I think helps with keeping a budget is what I'm going to put as a happy marriage. By that, I mean, if you're in a relationship with somebody and your finances are linked together, it's good to talk about beforehand where you're going to spend your money, where you'd like to spend your money, before you actually spend it. That's what we talk about a lot in this video here. But if you do that, then you avoid a lot of unnecessary disagreements, conflicts, and fights. A lot of relationships, when you ask a lot of psychologists, then a big majority of relationships, disagreements, fights, and marital problems come from money or finances. And so one of the big benefits of keeping a budget also is keeping a happy relationship with your significant other. I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, please share it with others that you know. And again, All the videos for my budgeting will be on my website, taborcope.com, so go ahead and go see them there. And our next video is going to be on the budgeting technique that I use and that I've been using for almost 7 years now. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.